What's up, nerds? We are entering cuffing season, which means we're going to snuggle up with some great games. Or bad ones, depending on your views of cuffing, which I, the narrator, don't know what that means, but I digress. This month gives us a few titles that we are very much looking forward to, and you should too, so let's get to the list. Utaware Rumono is a cult classic series of visual novels with strategy RPG elements developed by Aquaplus with partners such as Sting. As part of the celebrations of the series' 20th anniversary, they decided to announce a turn-based JRPG telling a prequel tale to one of its unsung heroes. From what we've seen so far, his journey to look for his father in the mysterious uncharted region of Arva Shulan may be an interesting and novel take on the series. When it comes to tactical RPGs, while most people may think of Final Fantasy Tactics first, there is another title that should be crowned as the genre's sovereign. That is Tactics Ogre. Originally released in 1995 for the Super Nintendo exclusively in Japan, the title tells the story of a small resistance group trying to fight against the authoritarian regime that is taking over the whole of Valeria Archipelago. Based on the PSP edition and with some new balancing choices, Tactics Ogre Reborn is the cherry on top of a surprisingly strong year for tactical RPGs. Obsidian's new game may look like a bit of an oddball. While the company may be better recognized by bigger productions like Fallout New Vegas, Pillars of Eternity, and The Outer Worlds, they decided to test the waters on a narrative-focused RPG with a medieval art style. As an illustrator, the players will be caught up in a weird web of murders and mysteries, trying to learn the truth and expose the killers. With multiple paths and choices with lasting consequences, this looks like a unique take we can't resist being hyped for. The characters from the Doraemon series will go back to farming life in Doraemon Story of Seasons, Friends of the Great Kingdom. As usual for the Story of Seasons series, we get to plant and harvest some crops, raise animals, and do a variety of other simulation activities. Instead of only doing it the simple way though, Doraemon's secret gadgets can enhance the experience and make it much faster. Farming sims seem to be on the rise these days, and Square Enix decided to join the fray with Harvestella. Mixing simulation with RPG elements, the game transports players to a world where 4 elemental crystals govern over the seasons. As a mysterious phenomenon called quietus shows up during the transition of those times, the trail of death it leaves behind will be a mystery for the customizable protagonist and other people to investigate. For the first time ever, a console game of Cardfight Vanguard is coming west. Telling an original story that takes place in the same universe as the overdressed season of the anime, the title will include over 1,000 cards from standard format. Online versus modes will include ranked, free, and friend options, and the game also promises to have an in-depth tutorial for beginners. The 9th generation of Pokémon is upon us, with Scarlet and Violet coming this month to the Nintendo Switch. Based on Spain, the new region is called Paldea, and it promises to finally give us a long-awaited freedom to explore it our way. Not only are there no gym orders, but the campaign is divided in 3, allowing players to focus on fighting Team Star or searching for the legendary Herba Mystica. The new game will also introduce the Terrastalize gimmick, making it so any Pokémon may change forms to assume any of the 18 types. We can't wait to see how this will impact the core series going forward. Dark Pictures' Anthology, The Devil in Me, is our guaranteed yearly dose of horror goodness from Supermassive Games in the Season 1 finale. This time around, a group of filmmakers receives an invite to visit a replica of Murder Castle, the building where American serial killer H.H. Holmes committed his murders. As the story progresses, they'll notice this opportunity of attracting more viewers may be much more unsettling than they bargained for. Go figure, going to a murder castle, maybe not the brightest idea. Honestly, wasn't expecting a new Gungrave game, but we are still excited about it. For a title that has been stuck in development hell for years, there's hope for a decent arcadey action game. Looking at what Beyond the Grave and his crew are currently up to in this new title, seed dealers are going to have to think twice about dealing drugs in this town. This entry retains much of what made the series memorable, including lots and lots of guns and waves of enemies to mow through. If anything, I'm just glad goths have a new game to play. It's been around 5 years since the last mainline Sonic game released, Sonic Forces, and it was met with universally mixed to negative reception. As a result, the anticipation for shakeup that is Sonic Frontiers has been a simultaneously stressful yet thrilling time for fans. With this being an open zone environment with more of a focus on combat and freeform exploration, alongside a story written by Sonic comic writer Ian Flynn, there's a ton of potential for the Blue Blur's gaming side to help round out his multimedia presence. Here's hoping it lives up to its potential. And there it is. Please let us know what you think of our picks for the most exciting games of November, and what you're excited about playing in the comments below.